Thomas, the twin. Although I do not look upon life with gloom and despondency, I usually require proof before I believe. I am not a man of doubt. Why do people remember my doubt and forget my daring, my fear, and not my faith? I remember going fishing with some of the others, and how well I remember the Beatitudes he spoke. I can almost see him now, rebuking the winds on a stormy Galilee, and healing the sick, cleansing the lepers, opening the eyes of the blind, and stopping the ears of the deaf, and preaching the gospel to the poor. Yet, opposition has developed. His enemies are determined to destroy him. Why? He would bring us closer to God, while they would cut God down to their own size. He would make us God's servants, while they would make God their servant. He says that among us now, even the chosen 12, there is a traitor. Is he speaking of me? Does he blame me for my lack of faith, of courage? Is it I? Is it I?
Shortly after Jesus called Peter and Andrew to follow him, he came to me, John, and my brother James. We were mending our nets when he called us, but we immediately left our boats and our Father and followed Jesus. I believe that Jesus is the God that existed before creation and will continue to exist after the end of time. He calls me the beloved disciple, and he even nicknamed me and my brother the sons of thunder. Now, we really aren't boisterous men, but I suppose we do get impatient with those who reject Jesus. It was Peter and I who completed the arrangements for the observance of the Passover meal here in this upper room tonight. And it was I to whom Jesus spoke of his conversation with Nicodemus the night he spoke those beautiful words. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but shall have everlasting life. Someday, I want to write down some of the things Jesus said and some of the things he did, so that others can come to know Jesus and love him just as I did. Yet tonight, he told us that one of us is going to betray him. I can't believe it. Who can it be? Surely not James or Peter or Andrew. Is it I? Is it I?
I am Simon, the Zealot. Before Jesus called me, I belonged to a group of hot-headed revolutionaries known as the Zealots. We were all for armed rebellion against Rome. We believed in crushing our enemies under our heels and establishing the ancient glory that was once Israel's. Yet Jesus spoke of another kind of kingdom, the kingdom of the human heart, where God reigns supreme. Since hearing him, I have changed my allegiance. He has shown me that the conquest of the heart is the only true conquest. So I have given him my heart. This surrender has set me free for the first time in my life. I am no longer afraid of Rome. She is mighty, but God is almighty. Now the Master speaks of a spiritual Roman among us, one who would attempt by force what can only be achieved through love. Who can he be? Matthew, the publican? The big fisherman? Or his brother? Or does he suspect me, since I am the only former zealot among us? Is it I? Lord, is it I?
You want to know which one of you will betray me? It is the one to whom I will give the bread after I have dipped it in the bowl. That is the one who will betray me. Everything that has been written about me will happen to me. Woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had never been born.